this thought comes to me every now and then. The music tells you what to do. Look at what you've done. It tells you what to do. It tells you where you've been going. It tells you what not to do. Instead of taking the path most tread upon, maybe it's time for me to take the path least tread upon.
One time, Baba Israel, Isamu, Ground Control Studio. Man, please, music, take control, cause sometimes I feel like I'm not sure where I'm going. I'm lost in this map, in the place when I start flowing. I wanna be an MC all the time, every time, but I gotta do things, get to pay the bills. When I do it, when I start to feel the skills, when I rearrange stages, I burn them and I try to learn them when I can feel it. Reveal it, find the path like Wayne Shorter when he reveals it. Hey, feel the wisdom in the place when I'm building in a cipher, when I'm getting to the sound, when I do it, cause I get this place hyper with that movement and that moment, with the skills when you show it, to manifest lyrically and try to do your best as a poet. When you're writing on your paper right now, I'm freestyling, engaging. When I do it in the place, rocking, breaking out the cage, and it's amazing when we blazing different paths we saying, cause it's not the same old path, it's not the same old conformity that doesn't do the same to me when I'm warm and free. Then we find a place to be, that we got to just open up this key, and it's like this baseline to open up the place when I can face the time, and the time is the moment when I hold and then I feel I got to relate to my journey when I start to turn these keys and open doors and rock more and travel to the next encore. We go on tour to explore and find the next raw inspiration that takes us back and makes you drop your jaw, cause you wanna soar and feel yourself go into the next level. And watch out for the place when you can just follow, let you settle, and just go into that same old path in the same old way. But we're not gonna do that, we're not gonna do that way today. So follow it, never borrow it when I rock, when I'm hollowing, giving the place when I'm howling, yo, giving the sound when I'm knowing, cause I'm following one time when I see. So let me just be quiet for a second and listen to the words for me.
For those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people, and so long as men die, liberty will never perish.
Yo, I just wanna see dictators fall, and I wanna rock for y'all, and try to find the journey so we can see this great big ball, this earth just transform through this verse. When I emerge and see why do we feel this misery inside of our history, but it's still inside of our present, hesitant, and sometimes we understand where it still goes. It's in our president, in this eloquent moment where we try to drop these sounds, cause we wanna see something new grow from these rubble and ground. Yo, cause the rubble and trouble is found inside the sound when it resound, and I'm searching across this whole world, but it can't be found. But still the people, they rise up, they jump into the streets. When they do it, they said they fed up, the time is up for the corrupt, they got to move on. That's why we groove on and try to make our songs so strong, and that's what we say, no soothsayer when I relate the dragon's layer, but I'm a dragon slayer when I start to display a word in the verse when I emerge inside of it. Yes, I'm gonna listen to this move, cause I know that I can find it, that inspiration from a different era, different century, and transmit these bass lines mentally. Yo, take it back to 1981, back when I had mad fun, when I spit with the verse and didn't worry about anything, just got into my own imagination, my own explanation, and told stories in the place of my own room. And now I do it, but sometimes we consume so much, we have no room in our brain. Yo, we're overstimulated in the place, we're going insane. There's so much information, online, offline, there's no stopping. We walking down the place and we look like zombies when we're just walking with these cell phones, and we dwell these cell phones. They're called cell phones cause they're cells, and we always dwell inside of ourselves, and we try to find another story to tell, but sometimes it feels like we're trapped in our own personal hell. Yeah, everyone's watching Big Brother, Big Brother. I want a big brother, but a big brother to me would be someone who would help me discover what's happening. And when I'm rapping and like Charlie Chaplin again, yo, the seriousness when I see it, it's like some slapstick rap quick with the rhythm when I do it like the candle in the matchstick. When I see, cause I wanna feel like the luckiest man alive when I survive and try to find that vibe. So open up yourself and come from the inside. Come.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. And I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for. Thank you.
You can feel in that thank you, there's a lot to be said when I start to rock and see what's read inside the books, inside the samples, inside the stories. When we hold it, try to find it, you're feeling euphoric when I can't ignore it in the place, cause it's data, we will store it. We pass on messages and stories, and we like DJs passing on the next song in the place with the memory when we hold on, cause we can look back back into our own lives and see the inspiration that we found. It might be in baseball, or maybe in some music, or maybe some film or cinema. I'm traveling, giving myself a the mental enema when I start to purge it, emerge it when I do it, when I start to see. Cause I'm practicing some neuroscience surgery on myself and cap my memories, and I take it into the present to be in the moment. That's why we improvise in a place so we can hold this moment. Is sacred when I connected with inspiration, perspiration and sweat down in the basement in ground control studio. We in the ground control, cause I found a connection to my soul when I improvise in a place, and then I feel whole. That's my goal, to just, take off the disguise and find what's exactly going on inside my eyes, inside of the brain. Release the strain, releasing all the pain. We transform it through this improvisation through the brain. Cause I so report, someone did a story, scientific study, that when you improvise, it activates different parts of the brain that actually don't normally work together. And that's a treasure when I see it, when I start to connect. Cause it actually means to not be perfect, but to be imperfect, and actually to welcome the imperfections. My selections, connections with synapses when they're firing, never retiring. When I do it, when I'm hiring myself for my own job, I'm employing myself and giving my own interview. And then I come again, and when I start to give it to you, cause I'm singeing and burning and moving and remaining with the name. When I spit the flame with the verse, when it goes back into it and goes inside of my brain, and it's insane. But actually I'm inside my sanity, no vanity with calamity. When I do it like a tragedy, when I have to do it cause I'm now inside my canopy, and I'm falling from the sky like I'm wearing, but I don't have a parachute. When I get the paraloop, when I do it, cause I got the power inside of me to recruit. When I do it, when I sweat, it's not going on too long. I wanna get my memory when I'm infinite. When I start to go into the song, it's like the gong, no gong show. Hey, hit me out with the flow, take it back to the 70s mentally. When I door starts, I'm out of my car control, like I'm flying to another space, and I come back to the base when I do it in the place, and then I find a taste. Cause it's the inspiration we're searching for. You can look to the present and maybe the past, and then we can start to explore. Cause I wanna make this moment what it is, cause this moment is what it is when I start to just visit here. So open your eyelids and let it fall in, and listen with your ears in the place, cause the eardrum near some like we hear it, and then we feel something inside of us stirring. Cause you gotta make your own path when life is blurring. So let the music just tell you what to do. Let the music tell you what to do. Let the music tell you what to do, cause I'm listening to you.